Hello everybody, this is Vector with another DracoFighter tutorial. This time we'll be going over Cyrus. Cyrus is a zoner, so his main goal of the game is to keep the opponent away from him while dealing as much damage as possible. So to do this, he has a lot of projectiles, a lot of disjointed normals, and he has a lot of tools to keep the opponent out. When he's up close, he definitely has slower or more risky options, and that's where the opponent generally wants to be against him, to be able to get past his wall of projectiles and beat him up. But going over his moveset, first up is his jab. So this is technically unsafe on block, but due to the pushback, it can be difficult for some characters to punish it properly. On hit, it also launches him pretty far away, so you can throw this out if you want the opponent to stay at your desired range. It's also completely disjointed, so if the opponent tries to hit your tail, it won't do any damage. That also makes it very good for clearing out projectiles. His forward attack is even less safe than his jab. Comes with a forward dash, so it can be a pretty good whiff punisher. Does a lot of damage, pushes the opponent very far away, but you have to be careful when using it because of the risk. It's also completely disjointed, so you can destroy a lot with it. So yeah, that's a good tool, and especially good as a combo ender. Cyrus's back attack is a launcher and an anti-air, which I can't show for Cyrus either because he doesn't have a jump. It is pretty short range, so you'll generally have to be up close for it. Unsafe on block, of course, but the opponent has to wait through the entire attack. If the opponent has an unsafe attack on your block, you might not be able to whiff or block punish it properly with back attack due to the range. So if that's the case, you can always go for forward attack, which is safer, or even grab depending on the move. So going over his specials, Cyrus's central special is a double laser. This is pretty hard for certain characters to deal with. Comes out pretty fast, travels pretty fast, and unless you have disjoints or another double projectile, you can't really beat it out very easily. If someone throws out a single projectile, for example, which I can't show here, only one of them will be cancelled out, and the other one will be able to punish you during your animation. Despite its quick startup, it has a good bit of end lag. So if you use it up close, for example, very easy to punish. Yeah, it's basically a normal projectile to use. You can also use it as a whiff punisher, really, if you have the read on them. But just in general, not bad for just throwing out from a long distance, because there's not much that a lot of characters can do about it. Similarly, your back special is a double projectile. It has a very specific range, but it does have a delay, so that means that you can do anything you want during the travel time. The pressure of it about to come down can definitely give you setups or scare the opponent into doing something, and since it's aerial, it also works as an anti-air, so characters can't jump into you while these are out. It does have a bit of startup and a bit of end lag, so characters can punish you for throwing it out, depending on their timing. There we go. Last is your forward special. So you might notice that this looks the same as its grab, and that's because it's a projectile grab. If you try to block it, you won't, or you'll be grabbed for a good amount of time, which leaves you completely vulnerable to whatever you want to do. It can be destroyed by attacks and also jumped over, but this is the part that makes Cyrus's moveset very annoying, because you can't just sit back and block everything he does. So do be creative with the projectiles. You can try cycling through them, but it can tend to be a bit risky due to how long all of them take to start up. But once you have a whole wall going, then they can be very hard to approach you. And then once the opponent starts getting about mid-range, then you can start considering other options like attacks and grabs. Your grabs are pretty straightforward. There's the back grab, which makes them go behind you. Neutral grab, which is a combo grab. You can do back attack into forward attack. And then forward grab, which launches them far away. Not that far, but it has a nice arc to combo into projectiles. Maybe not that nice. So yeah, that's basically Cyrus. Always choose carefully what your options will be. Totally spam projectiles if you can get away with it, to be honest. And be careful when you use your riskier attacks. As long as you follow what the opponent is doing well and keep your wall up, then it will be very hard for opponents to deal with you. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching.